gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another one of my videos. I'm here in Feed the Beast with using the yogcraft group of mods. Excuse me, brain fart there for a second, or it's the alcohol, one of the two. Anyways, a while back I made a prototype of a nearly infinite biomass machine or farm. This is a truly infinite biomass farm. This will run forever and ever until this tank here fills up, which is a slow process, but still it's infinite and it doesn't require any additional resource from the outside. So the main issue I had before that didn't make the last prototype infinite was in fact water and dirt. Now water was a bit simpler to create infinite versions of. This is a deployer and a receiver. It's easier if I show you over here next to old Bessie here and a partner up there, old Bull. Anyways, I just like it that he's been up there since I've been playing this game. Poor guy's been stuck up there forever. Anyways, back to the actual build. This acts like a player right-clicking. So if you put buckets in there, you'll fill that bucket with water. I have a retriever, or excuse me, a filter, kicking out kicking out the water up to these water mills. This is just for power. This is an infinite power, by the way. The retriever pulls out buckets, which is a nice feature. I didn't know this worked this way. So you could just have this hooked up and only have one pipe go in and out. So anyways, so that's how that system works. I hooked it up to here with a sorting machine instead. So that way evenly distribute here to my infinite water source. So basically a water pump destroys, removes, whatever you want to say, a block of water as it pulls water. This will instantly put the water back into place as soon as it gets used. So usually this block right here for some reason seems to be the first one that gets pulled, and this deployer right clicks it and refills it as soon as it gets sucked up into these tanks. So that's the infinite water. That was actually my first thing I solved, easy enough. Next thing, I was just randomly looking at recipes here when I saw that you could actually make dirt using a macerator. I always mispronounce that. And a plant ball, which you can be made with sugarcane or wheat. Now a wheat farm, or rather a wheat harvester, just needs power. So that's what that guy's doing, by the way. And then I could just have that go over here to an automatic crafting table to make my plant ball, send it to a macerator, and then I get an infinite amount of dirt, which I am distributing evenly to the system which I had before. So half goes to the farm here, half goes to the compost production. I'm just torturing that poor pig for no reason. Here, you know, basic wheat farm. If you actually, I didn't know this. If you put a chest right next to a harvester, it actually just dumps the items into it. Then you could use the filters and the numeric piping instead of the buildcraft pipes. So that saved a little bit of hassle. Anyways, so infinite amount of seeds go there. Now infinite amount of dirt comes back this way. If it gets filled, I do have the same trash trash disposal here, same as always. Lava is your friend. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing some fancy glasses for no reason other than I look great. That's why that's there. Anyways, again, making compost, which I am sending to a fermenter to make my biomass. So again, I'll put a link here to show you the previous video that goes over that basic part. But again, this is infinite. Will continue forever and ever, etc., etc., until this tank is filled or until something I missed goes wrong. So that's what I'll do tonight, is I'll just let this go forever. Sorry, pig. Sorry, bull. And see what happens when I wake up in the morning, if all this is still running, and fix what went wrong if something went wrong. Otherwise, who knows, the tank might be filled up by then. So again, this is just massively inefficient considering the amount of power I'm using to power all this is probably more than the biomass would produce itself. But this is just a proof in concept, so mainly the proof that I have too much time on my hand. So anyways, thanks again for watching. Leave a comment, something for me to build, any suggestions. Otherwise, thanks again for watching, and see you next time. It's a long way to Tipperary. I've been working on the railroad, torturing this little pig. I've been working on the railroad, just trying to get a gig. Yeah, it's a June spoon, so sue me. Ya bull. Ya bull. That's right, ya bull. Did you get that reference? What, you never watched Night Court? Come on, man, it was a great show. It was the 90s. It was a judge, he did magic. They had sex a lot on the show, even though they were in a professional working environment. Come on, it was a great show. Oh, come on, next you're gonna tell me you never heard of Nighthawk either. Or Airwolf. I messed up the title. I know, I'm gonna just go kill myself for that. Geronimo.